Good morning, Mid-Missouri. It's Monday, October 23rd, 2017. I hope you had a great weekend.
Great homecoming. I know it's a good homecoming because I'm exhausted right now.
I know. I feel like a train ran over me.
I was going to say, even with a day in between, you know, it was fun but
rough
good
stuff.
Plus that basketball game last night, too.
Oh, yeah.
There was no break in sports.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing at all.
That's true. But we're back. It's a new week, and actually it's going to be fairly cool and seasonal by a good 6 to 20 degrees across the entire state compared to about 24 hours ago. So here's your temperatures out your door right now, where we've seen clearing a little bit longer. Actually, we're only back into the lower 40s. It's 41 right now in Chillicothe, and then areas where we're hanging on to the clouds, and actually some light showers a little bit longer. We're at about 50 both in Columbia and at the lake, and it's 51 in Jefferson City. Here's that live Doppler 8 First Alert radar. Still scanning a few really light spotty showers over parts of both Gasconade and Marys counties, and Camden County actually down there as well. But for the rest of the day, our skies will clear. We do have some fog, wind, and a roller coaster of temperatures for the work week this week. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Republican lawmakers in the House will work to pass a budget this week so they can begin to work on tax reform.
President Trump's pushing GOP House members to adopt the Senate budget passed last week. The Trump tax plan would cut the corporate tax rate to 20% and double the standard deduction used by most Americans. Republican and Democratic lawmakers are searching for answers nearly 3 weeks after the deaths of 4 soldiers in Niger. Senators Lindsey Graham and Chuck Schumer say they didn't know the U.S. had 1,000 troops in the African country. Both support Senator John McCain's efforts to find out details of the ambush. McCain has threatened to subpoena the defense secretary if he does not give more information.
Here's what's happening right now. We have a very grim discovery in the fight against ISIS. Syrian activists tell the Associated Press at least 65 civilian bodies have been found in a central Syrian town this morning. The city was recently retaken by the Syrian government from ISIS control. We know the Islamic State group had control of that city for about 3 weeks' time. Syrian authorities say at least 35 of those bodies were all found together in a mass grave. That's what's happening right now, guys.
All right, Landon, thank you very much.
A Moberly man is expected. A Moberly man is expected in court today as he faces more than a dozen charges, including rape, incest, and domestic assault. Carl Sheets is currently in the Randolph County Jail with $500,000 cash bond. Police arrested Sheets last week as he was charged with sodomy, endangering a child and child abuse and other offenses. The alleged crimes happened in 2015 and 2016.
A woman is recovering after police say her boyfriend tied her up and beat her. Fulton police arrested Ryan Oshana yesterday after someone called about the welfare check on the woman. Oshana faces charges of kidnapping and domestic assault. The woman was taken to the hospital. 38 women have accused longtime Hollywood director and writer James Toback of sexual harassment. According to the Los Angeles Times, the women say Toback talked about sex, touched them inappropriately, or masturbated in front of them during meetings. Toback denies the accusations. He told the LA Times he has a heart condition and diabetes, making the allegations, quote, biologically impossible.
Fox is facing renewed criticism for possibly looking the other way when TV stars violate the law. This comes after the New York Times reported Fox News anchor Bill O'Reilly paid $32 million to a coworker to settle a sexual assault claim. The January settlement is one of the largest in recent history. Fox News renewed O'Reilly's contract weeks later. It says it knew about the settlement, but not its price tag. Senator Claire McCaskill has joined the growing list of women sharing their experience of sexual harassment. McCaskill says when she was in her 20s, she asked advice from a senior politician how to move her bill forward. She says the man responded, quote, with, "Did you bring your knee pads?" McCaskill says she believes he was joking, but it was still shocking.
Mizzou basketball raised more than $1.75 million as part of the Showdown for Relief. KMU8's Daytona Everett joins us live to tell us why that was so special to some Tiger fans.
I spoke with several Mizzou fans here at 9th Street Public House yesterday, but I spoke with one fan in particular who was directly affected by Hurricane Irma. Trevin Smith moved to the Virgin Islands 8 days before Hurricane Irma hit. He said the devastation was terrible, but it's incredible that Mizzou and KU came together for a greater cause. Smith loves the Columbia community, but it's still hard for him to think about the situations of the people he left behind. With yesterday's game, he felt better about the situation and feels more at home.
Amazing, amazing. Like Columbia and the islands are almost counterparts, I feel like. They're both really, really about community and really like loving toward each other.
Smith is so grateful for all of Columbia's efforts toward hurricane relief and sees a really bright future for Mizzou basketball. Reporting live from Columbia, Daytona Everett, KMU8 News.
The NFL announced Justin Timberlake will headline the 2018 Super Bowl halftime show. This will be his third appearance on the big stage. The 36-year-old superstar first performed 16 years ago when he was a member of the boy band NSYNC. In 2004, Timberlake appeared again for a duet with Janet Jackson. That controversial performance ended with the infamous wardrobe malfunction, for which Timberlake later apologized.
Japanese Prime Minister is on track to win another term after his ruling coalition won the majority in parliament. Shinzo Abe's Liberal Democratic Party took more than 2/3 of the seats. President Trump called to congratulate him last night. They spoke about being united to increase pressure on North Korea. Abe says North Korea is his immediate priority. Russia's most prominent opposition figure was released from jail after serving a 20-day sentence for calling an unauthorized demonstration. Alexei Navalny was arrested on September 29th while he was planning to go to the city of Nizhny for a rally. A court sentenced him for calling another unauthorized protest in St. Petersburg. Navalny plans to run for president against Vladimir Putin in next March's election. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson met with Saudi Arabian leaders in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The trip comes as tensions increase between the U.S. and Iran over the Iran nuclear deal. While in Riyadh, Secretary Tillerson met with Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi, as well as Saudi officials. Tillerson will also visit Pakistan, India, and Switzerland this week.
The World Health Organization has decided to take back its offer to make the president of Zimbabwe an ambassador. Days after the appointment was made, the WHO says it's in its best interest to rescind its offer to Robert Mugabe. Mugabe has been under U.S. sanctions since the early 2000s over human rights abuse and the erosion of democratic institutes.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. More than 44,000 Missourians were affected in 2016.
One Mid-Missouri group remembered those affected and celebrate who survived. KMU8's Craig White tells us more about the group's message.
The rain cleared out here at Missouri State Capitol in time for a small group of people to promote awareness for domestic violence. The Capital Area Missouri chapter for the National Organization for Women held the event. The group shared stories of local domestic abuse survivors. Alden Henriksen, executive director for the Jefferson City-based Rape and Abuse Crisis Service, said its 36-room shelter was around half full every night in 2016. The chapter's president, Jeannie Lehman, shared her own personal story of abuse while expressing support for those scared to come forward.
We're here and we believe you and we want to help you, and there is a way out, and it's scary and I know you're afraid, but we will be here to help you. So don't be afraid to reach out. You can come to me. I'm your ally, and I promise I will get you to someone that will help you.
Lehman wore a shirt with a purple ribbon with her grandmother's name on it in remembrance of her, and she was a domestic abuse survivor as well. The group handed out purple ribbons in remembrance of those victimized. Live in Jefferson City, Craig White, KMU8 News.
University of Kansas police arrested 2 KU students for rape inside a dorm. A female student reported she was sexually assaulted early Saturday morning by 2 students in her dorm room. Campus police say the assaults happened at different times. The suspects were interviewed by police. After an investigation, they were taken to the Douglas County Jail. A burglary suspect is now out of the hospital and headed to jail after he was shot by Farmington police Sunday morning. Police say Cody Creighton broke into a home's basement. As officers looked for him, they heard him loading ammo into a weapon. They heard shots, then took cover outside. The suspect came outside with an assault rifle, and officers shot him.
Flames ripped through a Louisiana home yesterday morning with the woman and 4 children inside, killing the 2 youngest. A grandmother was able to get the 2 older children out safely. Neighbors say the 2 8-year-olds who died were blind. The cause of the fire is under investigation, but the fire marshal believes it may have been an electrical fire that started in the kitchen. Just 2 months after southeast Louisiana was hit with historic flooding, floodwaters have returned. Water was at knee levels in some parts of the Baton Rouge area. This flooding follows the historic flooding in August that displaced many families. A large number of the area's homes had just been rebuilt or were in the process of rebuilding.
And here at home, we're still waking up to a few really light areas of some spotty showers out there this morning, but I have a really dry work week to talk about for the rest of the week. Also, another roller coaster of temperatures heading into tomorrow and even into this upcoming weekend. So we'll have those details and more coming up after the break.
About 1 million Americans get shingles every year. Now researchers have come out with an improved vaccine that could lower that number significantly. And you're taking a live look over that capital city on your Monday morning. It is 4:40 in the morning. We'll be right back after the break. This is KOMU 8 News, coverage you can count on.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
Introducing the Airbrush Beauty Breakthrough, Luminous Air, the Hollywood celebrity's secret to beauty.
I looked in the mirror and was like, whoa. It's a miracle makeup. It's the only makeup I will use.
It is infinitely better than anything else I have ever used in the past.
Liquid and powder foundations are heavy and cakey and can make you look older. Luminous mixes an ultralight foundation with a gentle stream of air. It eliminates cakiness and uses up to 10 times less makeup than liquids. You'll never look like you're wearing heavy, cakey foundation. Age spots, blemishes, rosacea, pigmentation problems all disappear. And Airbrush blurs and softens the look of wrinkles. Now Luminous Air is on sale. That's right, you won't pay $29.95. Now for a limited time, you'll get the Airbrush Kit, 2 bottles of foundation, and over $40 in Airbrush makeup bonuses for just $19.95. And we'll ship it all to you for free. The sale is on. Try the world's favorite Airbrush makeup, now for just $19.95.
This First Alert Weather Update is brought to you by DDS Dentures and Implant Services.
Whether your dental pain has been nagging you for a long time or just happened this morning, you need to call the professionals at DDS, Dentures and Implant Solutions. We offer $49 extractions, full replacement dentures starting at $395 per set, crowns starting at $695, and implants starting at only $1,400. We are kind, caring, compassionate, and affordable at DDS, Dentures and Implant Solutions. Call to make your appointment today.
Show the world your beautiful smile.
Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
Good morning, everyone. 4:43 is your time this Monday morning. We're going to start off with a live look over Columbia Regional Airport. Still seeing a few really light spotty showers and a little bit of extra cloud cover, mainly areas just along and east of Highway 63. But here's what's in store as far as your weather headlines are concerned for the rest of the week this week. Today, we're going to be actually pretty sunny and really seasonal by this afternoon. So after a couple of really gloomy days, it's going to be nice to have that sunshine back this afternoon. I am tracking again just a couple of spotty showers and some patchy fog out there this morning that we're going to cover here in just a couple of bit. But for the rest of the work week this week, we're just going to ride that roller coaster of temperatures. We're talking 50s, 60s, 70s, and 40s, and those are all just for afternoon highs. Now, after we get some of that rain out of here this morning, the rest of the week actually looking really dry, even into this upcoming weekend, maybe just seeing a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, and highs at that point should be back into the middle and upper 40s. So here's a look at the bigger picture right now. Here's the cold front that rolled through the area over the course of this past weekend. Still, again, bringing us some really light wraparound rainfall. We saw anywhere from about a half of an inch up to 3/4 of an inch with that first initial system. And as we are just in between these two cold fronts, our winds between them still going to be fairly breezy, but our next weather maker really is going to reinforce that cooler air overnight tonight and into tomorrow. I think tomorrow evening is going to be the first day this fall season that consistently, I think most of mid-Missouri is going to be below that 49-degree mark. So a lot of us back into the 30s for overnight lows tomorrow night. But here's a closer look with our satellite and radar right now. Again, still seeing some wraparound cloud cover, some light spotty showers east of Osage Beach into Jefferson City, Marys County, and Gasconade County at this point. And from west to east, those skies will continue to clear. Your out the door temperatures this morning, a little bit cooler than yesterday, back into the upper 40s and lower 50s. And with those clearing skies and actually fairly calm winds for at least as far as your morning hours are concerned. I think a few spotty patches of some of that patchy fog are going to develop here within the next couple of hours as those temperatures cool a little bit closer to the dew point. But as you can see, by about 9 o'clock this morning, a lot of that should quickly burn off, and we're left with a lot of sunshine for the rest of this afternoon. Now, on top of that, like I said before, in between those two systems, winds are breezy. We're looking at wind gusts as high as about 20 to 25 miles per hour this afternoon. And those are from the northwest. So even though we warmed to a high near 68 today, it's going to be feeling pretty chilly out there both this morning and even into your evening hours tonight. So by this evening, again, won't be quite as gusty, but we're still looking at about 15-mile-per-hour winds, still breezy and very chilly. Clear conditions with low temperatures dropping into the lower 40s by early Tuesday morning. Here's a look at your Tuesday. Again, even cooler. We only top out near 53 degrees with lows back into the middle 30s. So again, another very breezy, very chilly day. We've got a really brief warm up in store with a lot of sunshine, like I said, heading into Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, if you have any outdoor plans or activities, or you need to get some yard work done still, maybe, I think that's going to be the pick day as we're comfortably into the 70s. Check out the rest of the 8-day forecast.
Really drops off, doesn't it?
Yeah, 40s, 50s for highs, and then 32 might be our first really good hard freeze heading into this weekend.
Okay, say goodbye to your plants.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And you're taking a live look over the Lake of the Ozarks on your Monday morning. It is 4:46, and this is KOMU 8 News, coverage you can count on. We'll be right back.
I'm looking for my perfect match.
I'm looking for something that's gonna last.
The new Dream Suite experience at Slumberland. The ultimate place to test drive a mattress and find your perfect match.
Gentle.
Supportive.
You'll get to know a few, but in the end, you'll find the mattress made just for you. Best brands, best prices, best fit. Slumberland. It's a good life.
I'm thinking happily ever after.
This bed completes me.
Baseboard shouldn't look like that, but cleaning them breaks your back. Introducing Baseboard Buddy, the easy reach baseboard cleaner. Just walk and glide. Baseboard Buddy cleans for you. The secret is the flex head design that conforms to any baseboard, while the plush fibers grab dust and dirt, buffing the woodwork.
Use dry for anytime cleaning, wet for stubborn spots. Rinses clean. Visit www.baseboardbuddy.com for our exclusive TV offer.
The parents have no clue what's going on at that daycare.
A Target 8 investigation follows up on a Columbia daycare where workers told us they'd not been paid in months.
She needs to pay me my paycheck.
And children were not getting enough to eat.
I had one crying to me because she was so hungry.
Now, employees have won their claims in court and the owner must pay up. But the daycare just closed. And a parent has now filed a new lawsuit with disturbing allegations. Target 8 investigates. Monday on KOMU 8 News at 10.
Looking to start fresh with a new career? With JobPoint's variety of trades programs, you can reach your employment goals in just 8 weeks. Prepare for work in the booming healthcare industry with our Certified Nursing Assistant course, or refine your computer skills in our Office Technology and Support class. Other courses include highway and heavy construction, carpentry, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Visit jobpoint.org or call 573-474-8560. JobPoint, focused on employment.
Here's a look at what's happening right now. A pro-independence party in Catalonia is calling for mass civil disobedience this morning. Now, this is just the latest development in the Catalan movement to declare independence from Spain. Spain has made several moves recently to try and smother the independence referendum. The Catalan protesters say Spain's efforts will be met by civil disobedience as a form of nonviolent resistance. And a quick update to that story as well. We just learned from the AP about 10 minutes ago that Catalonia's regional parliament is planning on holding some kind of a meeting on Thursday. Now, some people are saying that this could be a masked cover to vote on declaring independence again from Spain, but we'll see on that, guys.
The doctor's office could be the germiest place to be this winter. That's why pediatricians are being urged to make their waiting rooms safer for cough and cold season. The American Academy of Pediatrics advises waiting rooms to be stocked with alcohol-based sanitizers and masks, along with signs about cough and sneeze etiquette. Both doctors should not put out teddy bears and other plush toys because they absorb germs and are difficult to clean.
There's emerging evidence about the benefits of medical marijuana for some children. A review of research suggested marijuana might help reduce nausea and vomiting caused by chemotherapy. The drug may also help decrease seizures in children with epilepsy. The downside is addiction to marijuana. Many people overestimate how much pain they'll feel after surgery. A new study of more than 200 surgical patients found they expected nearly twice the level of pain than they actually felt. Those who had nerve blocks, epidurals, or the regional anesthesia were most likely to overestimate their pain. Experts say this anticipation can cause unnecessary anxiety.
About 1 in 6 people who die prematurely every year could be the victim of pollution. That's according to a new study by The Lancet, a British medical journal. It says an estimated 9 million deaths worldwide in 2015 were linked to pollution. The study shows air pollution is by far the biggest culprit, followed by water contamination. More than 90% of victims were from middle to low income countries. The FDA has approved a new, more effective vaccine to prevent painful shingles. Studies found that the new vaccine prevents shingles in 90% of people. That's compared to the other shingles vaccine that's only 50% effective. Both versions are for adults 50 and older. About 1/3 of people who have had chickenpox get shingles, so that's about 1 million Americans a year. And you're taking a live look over the Columbia Regional Airport this morning. It is 4:51 a.m. We'll be right back after this break. This is KOMU 8 News, coverage you can count on.
Hi, I'm Ursula James, owner of Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery. We're having a trade-in your old mattress sale. During the month of October, you can take your old mattress set and trade it in for cash money to go towards a brand new mattress. Choose a new Beauty Rest or Serta mattress and we'll take up to $200 off your new set. We'll also deliver that new mattress for free and haul off your old set. Come visit us at Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery, where we've been locally owned and operated for 26 years in Columbia. Wake up and be happy.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call the number on the screen. Representatives are standing by to assist you.
High school seniors, your life is full of big choices. Will you continue your education next year? And where will you go? Columbia Honda wants to help you make your next smart choice. Each month until May, Columbia Honda will award a $1,000 scholarship to a high school senior in mid-Missouri who has made a positive impact on their community. $1,000 toward your post-high school education? Now that's a smart choice. Apply for the Columbia Honda Smart Choice Scholarship at KOMU.com under the On KOMU 8 tab.
It was totally awesome.
We're the coolest men alive.
Totally rad.
Who's ready for jazzercise?
Totally mind-blowing. Magic. It's time to go back to the 80s.
It's about the music, giant hair, and glitter cannons.
Oh, God. It's time for the Goldbergs every weeknight.
Weeknights at 4 on Mid-Missouri CW. Get ready. It's time to test your weather IQ.
True or false? Grass becomes greener after a rainfall because water droplets add necessary nutrients to the soil. The answer is true. As rain falls, it grabs nitrogen from the air and then releases it into the soil. Nitrogen is a vital nutrient and fertilizer for soil and plants, making them greener after a rainfall.
Watch KOMU 8 News at 6 for the First Alert Weather IQ question of the day. Brought to you by Break Time and Jiffy Lube.
Welcome back. 4:54 is your time. Visibility-wise, a lot of us are actually off to a pretty smooth start to your Monday morning. We are going to see more areas of patchy fog developing here within the next hour or so, and a lot of that could stick around until about 9 or 9:30 here this Monday morning. So you might want to allow yourself just a couple of extra minutes as you are getting ready to head out the door. Here's a look at our live Doppler First Alert satellite and radar right now. Again, a lot of us off to a pretty dry start to the day. Folks near Lynn, Missouri, and Vienna areas just east of Osage Beach as well, still waking up to a few really light spotty showers out there this morning, but really nothing that's going to impact that very early morning commute. But here's a look at what that's doing for us temperature-wise, where we've seen clearing a little bit longer. Temperatures are well back into the 40s from parts of Boonville, Versailles, and areas off to the west, but we're still hanging on to the 50s from Columbia, Jefferson City, Lake of the Ozarks, Lynn, and the Herman area. And on top of that, although the winds aren't going to be really breezy out there this morning, we are definitely going to be dealing with a wind chill, or at least feeling a lot cooler than that out there this morning and even into this evening. Like I said, right now, behind that initial cold front that moved through the area over the course of the weekend, right now it's still sending our winds out of the west and northwest. At this point, only at about 3 to 6 miles per hour, but those are going to become really, really breezy as we head into the rest of the day today. And of course, that's again as another cold front moves through the area tonight, bumping our temperatures for Tuesday actually back down into the 50s, which doesn't show up on our 8-day temperature map, but really brief warm up in store. We're going to be at about 62 on Wednesday, comfortably back to a high of around 70 degrees for Thursday. So again, if you're a fan of some of those warmer temperatures, Wednesday and Thursday are going to be those days for you. Check out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even into the early part of next week. We're back to seeing temperatures consistently only into the upper 40s and lower 50s. But on top of that, even though we do have a couple of cold fronts that move through the area this week, like I said, the first one being this evening and then over the course of the weekend, really at best only giving us about a 20% chance for a few isolated showers heading into Friday evening and into your day on Saturdays. We're going to take a closer look at that coming up in just a little bit. But right now, let's send it back over to Landon.
Hey, Tori, thank you very much. Here's a look at what's happening right now. Typhoon Lan made landfall in Japan this morning, setting off waves of landslides and flash flooding. Tens of thousands of people have been evacuated so far. Reuters reports at least 4 people have been killed. As of early this morning, Lan was whipping sustained winds of about 100 miles per hour, which would classify it as a Category 2 storm. A little bit of good news here. We know Typhoon Lan is losing strength very quickly as it passed over the mainland, and the storm's path largely spared the country's capital of Tokyo, which is a very densely populated city. So thankfully there, at least for the people in Tokyo, they didn't get it as bad as it could have been, guys.
I truly can't remember getting this far into the alphabet and still talking about the storms.
It does feel like there's been quite a lot of them this hurricane.
It's been a very active hurricane season for sure.
Thank you.
And you're taking a live look over the capital city this morning. It is 4:57. This is KOMU 8 News, coverage you can count on. We'll be right back after this break.
Non-attorney spokesperson.
Attention. Have you been seriously injured or has a loved one been killed in a motor vehicle accident?
Call 800-829-0571.
You may be entitled to compensation. Personal injuries can happen at any point in your lifetime. And in a few seconds, you or a loved one may suffer debilitating injuries that could change your life forever.
Call 800-829-0571.
For a free consultation, you may be entitled to compensation.
Tiger fans, come out to the Tiger Quarterback Club weekly luncheon, Mondays at 11 a.m. at a new location this year, Hampton Inn & Suites in Columbia. Join fellow Tiger fans to discuss the games and hear from guest speakers, including Tiger coaches. The Tiger Quarterback Club is the official booster club of your Missouri Tiger football team. Visit TigerQBClub.com for more information. Tiger Quarterback Club is supported by your home of the Tigers, KOMU 8, and these sponsors.
I'm being charged with murder. I can't go to an 80s dance party.
I would never let you go to jail. You look tragic in orange. I guess these are literally rich people problems. Oh, the 80s. Our greed was good. I wasn't born yet, but I do miss it.
Dynasty, new series, this Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on the CW.
Dynasty, Wednesday at 8 on Mid-Missouri's CW.
More than 104,000 people rely on the food bank for Central and Northeast Missouri on a regular basis as they struggle to feed their families.
I work full-time, but I still struggle to provide healthy meals for my children.
The cost of my medications keep going up, and then I can't afford to buy food.
I'm a veteran who fought for our country. Now I'm battling for our next meal.
Join KOMU 8 in the fight against hunger in mid-Missouri. Visit sharefoodbringhope.org to learn how you can help share food and bring hope.
Get continuously updated local news and weather 24/7 on KOMU.com. Log on for accurate and balanced coverage of breaking news. Interact by sharing your views on stories posted to KOMU.com. Track storms on live Doppler 8 First Alert radar. And get exclusive forecasts. Click on the Sports tab for highlights and scores from your favorite local teams. KOMU.com. Read, watch, and interact with coverage you can count on.